I'm Betsy Bennett from Hastings, Nebraska. I serve as deacon at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church here in Grand Island, and I'm Archdeacon of the Episcopal Diocese of Nebraska. Welcome to snowy Nebraska. Is this a surprise to anyone? It seems that quite a bit of the Arctic sea ice has disappeared, something predicted by scientists, and this changes our weather patterns. We know this stuff intellectually, and yet having to bundle up in mid-April as if it were mid-January still surprises us. My general area of ministry is environmental stewardship and how that connects with our spiritual and physical well-being. More and more as the amount of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere increases, the amount of Arctic sea ice decreases, and as we continue to extract more fossil fuels from the earth, my ministry focuses on the spiritual aspects of the climate crisis caused by our ongoing use of fossil fuels. Look at how we can accept the facts about the relationship between the emission of greenhouse gases and global warming, and then turn around and carry on with business as usual as if nothing were happening at all. How can we even entertain the thought of building something to enable the amount of carbon in Alberta's tar sands to be used? What does the fact that we are even at the point of having this hearing say about the state of our souls? The very real effects of extracting, processing, and burning the tar sands on humans and on the ecosystems that sustain all life on this planet is reason enough to deny a permit for construction of the Keystone XL Pipeline. In my work, we're well aware that there are always people who will do just about anything, even sell their own souls if they're offered 30 pieces of silver, even if the offer of the silver turns out to be an empty promise. I'm proud to live in a state where our ranchers and farmers keep their priorities straight and stand up for the stewardship of our land and water that Nebraskans have practiced for generations. The land and water not only sustain our agricultural economy, but they ground us spiritually. The threat of this pipeline to our land and water is reason enough to deny a permit for the construction of the Keystone XL Pipeline. Even though only a few of us name it, we are talking here today about ultimate things. We usually look to theology to figure out what we believe about ultimate things, but when we consider projects that put profits and the possibility of some short-term gains for a few ahead of all else, while pushing the agricultural economy of this state and the survival of life as we have known it on this planet toward the brink of disaster, we can look at our political decisions to learn about our true beliefs about ultimate things. It comes down to a moral question, perhaps the most important moral question humankind has ever had to ask ourselves. Will we set aside business as usual and do all we can to mitigate the warming of our planet, or will we continue to act as if the will of big corporations is the ultimate authority in our lives? We have a choice to make between death and life. Deny this permit and choose life so that we and our descendants may live. Thank you.